Hi Sam. I hope you're doing well today.
Hi Alex. I'm excited to learn something new. What's our word for today?
Today, we're learning,
vorstellen,
which means to introduce or to imagine.
Oh, interesting. I think I've heard it before, but I'm not sure how to use it.
Yes, it can mean both introducing someone to others and imagining something. The most common usage is when you introduce yourself or someone else. Just be careful, as it might sound similar to foretell, but it's quite different.
That makes sense. How do we use
vorstellen,
in sentences?
Great question.
vorstellen,
Is a separable verb, so it splits. In the present tense, you say,
ich stelle vor. Du stellst vor.
and,
Sie, es stellt vor.
for example,
Ich stelle dir meinen Freund vor.
which means I introduce my friend to you.
I see. What's the past tense like?
In the Präteritum, it's,
Ich stellte vor.
and in perfect, you say,
Ich habe vorgestellt.
so, if you want to say I introduced, you would say,
Ich habe ihn vorgestellt.
That's helpful. Are there any commands using
vorstellen,
yes. The imperative form is,
Stell vor.
which means introduce. It's quite useful.
I can imagine that being handy in a conversation.
Absolutely. Now, about its origin.
Vorstellen.
Comes from Old High German. The prefix
Vor.
means before or in front of, and
Stellen.
means to place. It gives a sense of placing someone in front of others.
That's so interesting. I love learning about word origins.
I'm glad. The meaning has evolved, but it still carries that core idea of placement.
So, can you break it down into parts?
Sure. The prefix
Vor.
indicates before, and the root
Stellen.
means to place. So together, it's like to place in front.
That's a neat way to look at it.
Now let's explore similar words. For example, starting with the prefix.
Vor.
We have,
Vorsicht.
which means caution, and
Vorurteil.
meaning prejudice. Both share that idea of before.
Cool. What about words with the same root?
stellen,
Good thinking. We have,
abstellen,
meaning to park or to put down, and,
einstellen,
which means to adjust or to set.
And what about other prefixes?
Well,
herstellen,
means to produce, and,
feststellen,
means to determine.
This is really helpful. What situations can I use?
Vorstellen.
Let's think of a few. For example, at a meeting, you might want to introduce yourself. You could say,
ich stelle mich vor,
which means I introduce myself.
Let me try.
Ich stelle mich vor.
Did I get that right?
Perfect. Another situation could be when you meet someone new. You can say,
ich stelle dir meinen Kollegen vor,
meaning I introduce my colleague to you.
Okay, I'll try.
Ich stelle dir meinen Freund vor.
Exactly right. One more situation could be in a classroom. You might say,
der Lehrer stellt die neuen Schüler vor,
which means the teacher introduces the new students.
I think I can use these. How do I remember the gender?
Since
vorstellen,
is a verb, we don't worry about gender for it. But if we were talking about the noun,
Vorstellung,
it's feminine, so we would say,
die Vorstellung,
Got it. Is there a pattern for remembering?
yes. Nouns ending in
ung,
are often feminine, so that can help. For a memorable image, think of an actress introducing herself on stage.
That's a vivid image. Are there any common phrases I should know?
Yes. You might say,
lass mich vorstellen,
which means let me introduce. Another is,
ich möchte dir jemanden vorstellen,
which means I would like to introduce someone to you.
Those sound useful.
Also, be careful with
vorstellen,
and,
vorhersagen,
which means to predict. They can confuse learners.
I'll keep that in mind. Can we practice with some example sentences?
Absolutely. Here's one.
ich habe ihn gestern vorgestellt,
Which means I introduced him yesterday.
Ich habe ihn gestern vorgestellt.
Okay, what's next?
Another example.
sie stellt ihre Ideen vor,
Meaning she introduces her ideas.
Sie stellt ihre Ideen vor.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
You're doing great. Here's another.
wir haben viele neue Schüler vorgestellt,
Which means we introduced many new students.
Wir haben viele neue Schüler vorgestellt.
Perfect. One more.
stellte seine Familie vor,
Meaning he introduced his family.
Stellte seine Familie vor.
I think I'm ready for a quick quiz.
Let's do it. First question, what does
vorstellen,
mean?
To introduce or to imagine.
Correct. Second, what is the imperative form?
Stell vor.
Right again. Third, what's the past tense form?
Ich habe.
Ich habe vorgestellt.
Excellent. Fourth, what's the plural of?
Vorstellung.
Vorstellungen.
Yes. Last question, what prefix do we use with?
Stellen.
Vor.
You nailed it. Great job today, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed this lesson.
Remember, practice makes perfect. Keep using
Vorstellen.
in your conversations.
I will. See you next time.